Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 855. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's going on?
So, I thought we were supposed to get it tomorrow, but we got it early. The Guardians of the Galaxy 2 trailer.
Yes.
And I don't know about you, but I thought it was amazing.
So did I. Yep.
A lot better than I thought it's going to be.
Yeah, I like this a lot better than the first one they put out, which is similar to what happened with the first Guardians, because when the first trailer for the first one came out,
I hated it.
Like, wow, this looks really bad.
Yeah.
But then the second one came out, and I was like, oh, wow, that looks a lot better than the first one. The second one, with this one, the first trailer came out, and I didn't think it was bad, but I was just kind of like, meh, okay.
Right.
And this one came out, and it was like, yeah, here you go, and it was really good.
So we're going to have new members.
Yes.
And it's going to be funnier. Looks funnier. I like Baby Groot. I think it's hysterical. Now, is that creature Suma Gorath?
Which one?
The creature that Drax, fights.
Oh, no, I think that's something else, I think.
Okay.
That's the thing that apparently Doctor Strange accidentally let loose in his movie somehow.
Okay.
Apparently, that's what that was. I don't know what its name is, but you might be right. But I remember seeing concept art of that, and it said that this was something that was like it was released or something because of something that happened in Doctor Strange or something like that.
Yeah, let me see what the name of the creature is. And
actually, I think you're right. I think it might be called Gorath. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember in the comics.
Yeah, you might be right. Yeah.
Okay. But it looks great. We didn't even see Nebula, though.
That's okay. You know, what I really liked about this trailer, and I saw somebody else said the same thing, too, it really didn't give away much of the plot. You know what I'm saying? It did much, which I was happy with, because this could have been another trailer that gave away everything, like, right away.
Right.
I'm happy it didn't, and I hope they stick to that. I hope that they keep it ambiguous and then let us figure out the movie for ourselves.
Yeah. I think it's going to be – the only thing I'm interested in is how they're going to do the thing about his father. Hey, Scott. Scott? Chris?
I can hear you.
All right, good. So somebody's lost. There he is. What's up, Scott?
Nada.
Did you see the trailer for Guardians of the Galaxy 2?
Yes. Yes, I posted on the TBD on segment. So
really good, right? So
no!
It's gonna be funny. Yeah, that's gonna be great. How was Rebels? Did you see? Was there a new Rebels?
Rebels was very good tonight. It was much. It's been the last 2 weeks were pretty bad, in my opinion. This one I think made up for it. We got a lot of Thrawn in this one. We got one of the characters who's been a villain throughout the whole show is apparently now good. And he's kind of a inside agent for them. The end of the episode revealed that they're making a new type of TIE fighter that has shielding. The TIE Striker. The other TIE fighters don't have shielding, but these do. And we got, it was really brutal tonight. Like, they did some stuff that I was like, wow. Like, they got away with that on Disney XD. Like, that was, there's a part in this where the whole idea is they go back to this planet called Lothal, which is like the center planet in the whole show. It's where Ezra's from. I believe it's where they start off in the first episode. So they go back there, and there's a pocket of the Resistance that's infiltrated this Empire factory that's building speeders, walkers, and other like equipment for the Empire, right?
Right.
So Thrawn shows up with a couple of the other bigger characters from the Empire in the show, and he suspects correctly that there are rebels who are impersonating factory workers, and they're specifically giving each thing that they build design flaws so that they'll like fall apart or stop working when they're put out in the field. So Ezra and Kanan infiltrate this place with Chopper, their droid, and they're sitting there watching Thrawn like give this like speech and stuff, and then Thrawn picks out one of the workers and he goes, "You there? I want you to go on that speeder that I have set up over there, and I want you to show me that it can go at max speed without falling apart." So the guy's like, "Oh, okay." And Thrawn goes, "Oh, by the way, I know you built that speeder. So do you stand by your work?" And he's like, "Yeah, I do." He goes, "Okay, good. Then go show us that it works." And the guy's like, "Oh, all right." So he gets on the speeder, and it's going good for a little while, and then it starts to overheat. And it's one of the that they sabotaged, and this guy was the guy who sabotaged it, right? So the guy's like, "Oh, Admiral Thrawn, it seems to be malfunctioning. Let me run a diagnostic on it." And Thrawn pulls out this data pad, and he's like, "That won't be necessary." And he clicks it up to its max speed, and the fucking thing explodes and kills the guy.
Wow.
So I was like, okay. Then later on in the episode, Thrawn's like doing the same thing, right? And he walks over to this guy and he goes, "You built that walker, right?" And but this is a new type of walker too. It's called an AT-DT, right? He goes, "Oh, you built that walker, right?" And the guy's like, "Yeah, that's definitely the one that I built, and I stand by it." And he goes, "All right." So he goes, "So have it take one step forward." So it takes like 3 steps forward, and then it falls down, right? And he goes, "Okay." And then he motions to the 2 stormtroopers behind the guy, and they shoot him.
Wow.
Like, it's off screen, but they shoot him.
There was an episode of
oh my God.
Star Trek called Jihad, where they had like 2 or 3 people. The ship they were on blew up.
Yeah. But I was sitting there, and I was like, holy shit. Like,
Wow.
pardon my language, but I was like, that's, I mean, like, there was no blood or gore or anything, obviously.
Yeah.
But it was, I wasn't expecting, like, after the first time, like, that first one I really wasn't expecting.
Right.
I was like, okay, Thrawn, you're making up for not doing much in this show.
Right.
And then when he did it the second time, I was like, that is crazy.
That's
So
nice.
this was good. I think next week is actually the mid-season finale, and Maul is in it.
Oh.
And it has something to do with something that has to do with the Sith, and apparently there's a way to destroy them. So that sounds really cool.
That is cool. That's very cool. All right. So we got some video gaming news today. Crash Bandicoot is coming back HD. They're remastering the 3 games, and it looks unbelievable. Okay? We also got The Last of Us 2.
Yeah, I started watching that when you chimed in.
Another Uncharted. So, not that I'm not, into video gaming like the kids, but the Crash Bandicoot thing got me very excited to look at. And there was like a Resident Evil 7 thing too. So, be some purchases.
There was also Marvel vs. Capcom Infinite.
Yes.
Yeah.
That looks good too. So, that's going to be in late 2017, I believe. So.
I think it just said 2017 in the
Oh,
trailer.
yeah. 2017?
Yeah, I think. Yeah.
All right. We just did a cast, me and Gloria. We did a walking cast. Getting caught up with the Walking Dead stuff. I gotta say that I did see, I'm up to date. I seen every episode of Class.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna say, without any spoilers, that the finale blew my mind, which doesn't happen too often. And it is a direct lead-in into Doctor Who Series 10 and possibly Doctor Who Series 10 finale. So all real Whovians assemble and see Class, because we're going to be doing Class cast and also real Whovians, because this is direct tie-in. Things are going to start getting interesting. We're going to start doing real Whovians cast. And thank God for that. Finally, something is occurring. So stay away from the internet until you see Class. Get caught up, because I'm telling you, stuff's going down. Okay? We're going to get past Christmas, which I know half the population of Whovians are like, not really about as excited to see the Doctor Who Christmas special as they're excited to see Rick Grimes bark like a dog to Negan. So,
or B. Arthur's special.
Yeah. So, we're going to get past the Christmas special and Series 10 all the way. So, see Class, please. And I'll help you to see it because I have a way now thanks to my son. So, if you don't got it, Scott, I'll give it to you and Chris.
I've probably seen the site that you're talking about.
Yeah. So anyway, also today I did a lot of relaxing from this stressful week.
Yes.
And I am doing another book. So I can't wait to see what this one's about. Or two. So my writing affects the book, so I like to see what kind of this is going to be. I'm also going to try, this is probably for 2017, so I'm going to try to, start, well, actually, the Shadows Reign book is going to get a series, so that's my 6th book. So, yeah, my Sorrow Separation has a series of 9 books. Tomorrow's Song so far has a series of 4 books. 4th one's coming out. So little by little, each book that's part of the Sorrow Separation series is branching out in their own universes. Well, same thing kind of, but in other parts. And they're all getting spin-offs of their own, which is sort of like, if I could explain it, I think it's sort of like Anne Rice's Interview with a Vampire, Vampire Lestat, Tale of the Body Thief, Queen of the Damned, because things went off on tangents where there's like a Lestat going to Atlantis now or something, and there's all like different branches to different spin-offs with that. So I don't know if that's a bad analogy, but basically that's what's happening with the books of mine. Shadows Reign is basically the main character is a shadow, so it's not, the man of nothing, the good guy, the hero, whatever. It's the villain. So it's going to be villain perspective, villain book, villains in it, book of villains, like I said years ago. So it's going to be pretty cool, and I'm excited to see if I can get that out for February. I don't know. That's the, target date.
The plan, yeah.
Yeah. Not a lot of people know that Shadows Reign was released in 2012 on February. Like, it was basically a thing of Matrix Lord 212, but all different ways it came out to 212, which was interesting how I pulled that off.
Nice.
Yeah. So when you look at it like 212 this way, then backwards 212, it's kind of before even 212. Well, actually, I was around but like Matrix Lord. Well, actually, no, wait a minute. Yeah. Yes, I was here on YouTube. But the book, the one that I showed 212, I wasn't on YouTube yet, but yeah, so that should be interesting. Any other news, Chris?
There was some Spider-Man Homecoming thing.
Okay.
What's his name? Favreau. Favreau's character from the Iron Man series is apparently going to be in this movie.
Happy Hogan.
Yes, he's apparently going to be in this movie.
Professor.
And he's going to be helping Peter Parker. That's what it said, that he's going to be helping Peter Parker throughout the movie.
I heard that the suit has web wings.
Yes, that's confirmed, yeah. Which I'm very happy about.
Very good. Now, I'm very worried about the villains, but we shall see, I guess.
I really hope the Vulture doesn't look like he does in that concept art.
Yeah.
That looked really bad. I'm sorry. It just didn't look good to me. The Shocker kind of looks funny too, but I can deal with that. But like the Vulture to me looked.
Yeah, because Shocker looked funny in the first place.
Yeah.
It's funny. Today was like a superhero day because I was watching a little bit of Spider-Man's movie, then a little bit of Batman vs Superman, like the beginning. Then I was watching a little bit of Superman the movie because on my DVD. So it's just, it was kind of, I didn't get to see the full movies of each one because it was all over the place today, but it was interesting to watch all that stuff. One thing I forgot was in the original Superman movie, when the car is about to fall and baby Superman grabs it, before that, he calls her Martha Clark Kent, meaning Martha's maiden name was Clark. So that's where they got the name Clark Kent from, because her last name was Clark. So it was Martha Clark and Jonathan Kent. So that's how he got the name Clark. I didn't realize that.
Ooh.
So he called her Martha Clark Kent. So very interesting. Did not know that. I probably didn't catch it when it was said because I was 4. I was in the theater. 4. So I did not even know what probably knew a little bit about Superman, but yeah. So that was interesting. But
I remember seeing it. Yeah, it was awesome. Yeah, and I probably didn't even realize I heard that as well. And
I had the program. They had the big program book, which you could probably still get for $20, I think.
I got that 12-inch character of Christopher Reeve in my.
That's good. That's a cool one, actually. And I got the cards underneath the pad, the Superman cards. But I noticed something else, Chris. Might blow your mind.
Go for it.
Okay, John Williams did the score for Superman, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so a scene where there it is. Nice,
Wow.
very nice. Cool. Okay, so the scene where he's going to, I guess, Antarctica or wherever it is, right? And he's going to throw the crystal to create the Fortress of Solitude.
Yeah.
Listen to the score very carefully, right?
The
Then
new one or the old?
Superman, the original movie,
Okay.
1978, right? Listen to the score when he's doing the Fortress of Solitude thing, and then go watch Empire Strikes Back in the ice, and just listen very carefully, very carefully.
Yeah.
There may be some similarities. Just putting it out there.
I have to do that next time I watch Empire.
Just putting it out there. And also keep in mind that the guy that did Godfather, Mario Puzo, also did Superman movie, and Marlon Brando was in both. So there you go.
That's true.
That was another thing. So very interesting about that score. It's also, if you watch Predator, I think 1 or 2, and then listen to the Back to the Future, and it's like, aha! It's like, oh my God! It's like, why is Back to the Future playing in Predator? Why is Predator playing in Back to the
Crossover confirmed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Godzilla's in the cave in the painting in Rogue One.
Yep.
And
Crossover confirmed.
Doc Brown and Predators. There you go. I don't know how this happened. Well, actually, I do know how this happened. Yesterday I was on Facebook. I forgot to tell you. And Kevin Smith, something popped on a thing about Kevin Smith and his movie Yoga Hosers.
What the fuzz?
Wait. Now, I love Kevin Smith movies, but wait. So he did this movie called Yoga Hosers. That really, I guess when he puts his movies out, it takes a while to build up, like Clerks and all that, right?
Sure.
It has to sit there for a little bit to cook, and then it's like all over, right? So his daughter's in it, and Johnny Depp's daughter's in it.
Oh, gosh.
So Stan Lee has a cameo in it. There's a few, and I think even Johnny Depp stars in it.
Oh, no.
So I watched some of it. I gotta say, it piqued my interest. Okay? I think I'm gonna give it a shot. I liked what I saw, but I know there was other things probably a little ridiculous, but you know what? Why not? So let's go watch Yoga Hosers together, check it out, and then you tell me if you like it. I'm going to check it out and see if I like it. But, I mean, if you like Jane Silent Bob Strike Back or whatever, I mean, I love those movies. So Go Kevin Smith. We'll see. Maybe we'll do a review on it if I can get through the whole movie. It's on Netflix, so we'll see. I might be wrong. I might be saying something totally different tomorrow, like, oh my God, but, we're gonna give it a chance, I think. What else are we going to watch, really? There's also a deal going on where there's a possibility, if this deal goes through, we could see motion pictures 2 weeks after they're released on TV.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
How hot would that be to sit on Christmas Day and watch freaking Rogue One?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but that's $50.
Yeah,
But,
no.
It's like an on-demand type of thing.
Listen, if you were rich, yeah, why not? But if you're not rich, that's like groceries. So, or electric bills. So there you go. I don't know if I would shell that out. Maybe it might do it once, but that's probably it. Like episode 8.
It's got to be like a very special. It's got to be a very
It probably would have to be episode
special
8.
movie.
I mean, Rogue One compared to episode 8, it would have to be episode 8 or episode 9. But Rogue One, I don't know.
I gotta tell you, I wouldn't. I don't think I would want to watch a movie like that at home first.
I know.
Because I think I like, knowing me and a lot of other people, I think I'd get distracted. Like let's say, like I'm watching it outside and then like the phone rings or something, or like if there's like and I guess if there's a power outage, it would affect the theater too. But like, this isn't really a problem for me, but like if someone's cell phone goes off, because I keep my phone off all day.
Me too.
When cell phone goes off, like you're checking your computer. If there's other people who aren't watching the movie and they have something else on in the other room, and then you get like noise pollution, and then to me it would just and it takes away from going to. I like going to the theater.
Me too.
And I think like even if you had all your friends over and whatnot, like one thing that it could be like someone starts talking to somebody else, and then you're like, shut up, we're watching the movie. And people don't think they have to be quiet because you're not at the theater. I mean, Don't get me wrong, people talk through movies in theaters too, but at least they like whisper usually. But I don't know. It might, like if it was a movie that I really didn't want to go and it was really cheap to rent at home, yeah, okay, maybe I'd do it. But like if it's like $40 or $50, no thanks. No thanks.
Yeah, it's got to be like I said. It better be one of these movies that I really want to see, and I don't have time to actually go to the cinema at the time.
He's freezing in time. You're right.
Okay.
You're like,
oh, jeez.
we're doing the mannequin thing all of a sudden, like, yeah, right. Yeah.
It's just my Tourette's. Don't mind that.
Oh, boy. All right. Other than that, I think that's it, right?
Yep.
All right. Take care. Bye for now.